9 years ago, I sent over 14 nudes of mine to someone who claimed to be a popular actress. Over 14 nudes with my face showing. I thought that was the end of my life because the blackmailers came hard for me and they were willing to go to any length to destroy my name. I had two options: pay the blackmailers or take accountability for my bad decision. At the end of the day, what decision did I make? Well, wait and find out. Hi, my name is Amanda Oruh. You are welcome to Daring and Unfiltered podcast. Woo! It's so good to be back. And it's episode 4. Yay! Episode 4 of our Daring and Unfiltered podcast. I am excited for the growth and consistency. And to you for watching all the videos and your engagement. Thank you so much. So today, I'm not bringing any gist of any other person. Today is my gist. Today, I am giving you my own gist. Yes, Amanda's gist. Hot one. Anyway, how are you? Hope you're fine. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I need to know. Let me know how you're doing, please. It's very important. Anyway, this is my story. And it happened 9 years ago in 2017, April of 2017. I'm going to give you a quick backstory before the event. So in 2016, that was when I joined the industry professionally, and I had done one or two or three gigs there and there, and I just left banking in 2015, September of 2015. And I gathered all my savings. My dad is amazing. My dad supported me with some funds. My brother Matthew gave me money. My sister Blessing, my baby sister Abigail supported me. My brothers, drove me to the island where we filmed for, I think we filmed for 7 days ish, I think then. My friend Chinoye Chidolue wrote the script for me. I brought the story. She wrote the script. The script was somewhat what happened to me at the uni. That's another story for another day. This film is titled Stranger's Web. It's still on my channel. If you haven't seen it, it's there. Stranger's Web. I'll put the link in the description box so you can go watch it if you haven't seen it. Anyway, so I made that film with all my savings and help from friends and family. The total money I used to do that film at the time was 3.5 million naira, and it was a feature length. And after doing the film, the first edit was rubbish. I took it to the National Censors Board, National Film and Censors Board to get it approved. So I took it there, and they didn't like the edit, they didn't like the film, they didn't like how it was edited. So that was where I met my very good friend Etomi, and she linked me up to another editor who helped me re-edit the film and made it better. It was way better than the first edit. And I took it back to Censors Board, and it was finally approved, and all the normal or usual registration and documentations were done and approved. So I tried to sell this film everywhere. I couldn't. I took it to Rock. Rock gave me some very lengthy, negatives about the film. This. Oh God, I don't want to go into that. I took it to Ibaka. Ibaka was like, oh, they didn't like the story. They wanted something different. Blah blah blah. I took it to African Magic. They were like, oh, your acting was very good for you to, carry this film as a lead. You did a good job. They were the only ones that gave me a good feedback. Yes, I will say that with my full chest. AFMAG, they were the only ones. That's African Magic. They were the only ones that gave me a positive feedback, right? That made me not doubt myself completely. They told me how amazing I was as an actor in the film, how I carried the film, and how it was very, very beautiful to watch. However, I just didn't like some other things, I don't want to mention. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, I featured amazing actors in the film. I featured Atitinamba, Okofemi Branch, Ojams. I featured Ojams, Stephen Agbari, and a host of others, basically. So this film never got sold, and I went into depression because I had lost all my money. So I went into a terrible depression. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was crying every day because all the plans, all the hope, all the, prayers like, oh, this would work. People watch Amanda, people will see my work and my talents. And, it was just like, I had so much hope for the film, and everything just went down the drain. All the investments, all the money, the time, the resources, everything. And I went into a deep, deep depression. I started to hate myself. I felt like a failure. I felt like I disappointed my parents. I felt like, all kinds of negativity. And one day I got a text or a WhatsApp message from one of the acting groups that I used to belong to then. And this person, he's a very good friend of mine now. We made up. I'm sure he has forgiven me. I'm sure he still loves me. He understood what happened. I'm not going to mention his name. So this person sent a message to the group, to the WhatsApp group, saying that they need actors between this particular age for a commercial, a brand deal. And then it was Samsung, right? And he mentioned that the person who was, looking for this actors is one of our popular, actress. Her name is Mona Lisa Chinda. His name, I'm gonna mention his name. His name is Joseph Momodu. It's my very good friend now. Like we've been friends. Joseph Momodu, a very amazing actor. So he's also a model, if you know, right? So he sent that to the WhatsApp group, and I jumped on it because I was looking for work. I wasn't working. I was broke. I had nothing. I was still staying with my parents. So I applied for the audition, sent in my professional headshots and all the requirements, right? And later that evening, he sent a message back to the group saying that a few of us have been selected, and I was amongst the ladies that were selected. I was so happy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be working with Mona Lisa Chinda. Oh my goodness, this is someone I grew up watching on my screen. I love her so much. I respect her craft. I respect her person. I was like, yay! Like, oh my God. So, and then he said we should chat the number. So I instantly messaged the number saying, my name is Amanda Oruh. I got selected for this, this gig, blah, blah, blah. And then this person who claimed to be Mona Lisa, this fraudster, this fraudulent, evil human being, whoever that person is, started to chat with me as well. And then like, have you worked with me before? I'm like, nah, I haven't worked with you before, but I've seen you on my screen, because in my mind, I was chatting with Mona Lisa. And I'm like, I haven't worked with you before, but I'm looking forward to working with you. I can't wait. Like I was just gushing over this woman, And she's like, I'm not sure we can really work, because I like to work with people I have worked with before. I'm like, no, 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 listen, I'm a professional. Listen, I would deliver. And me, I carried this banking spirit, this excellent spirit, like you must deliver, you know, up to par. So I'm like, no, I was selling myself like, no, I would deliver. I am this, I am that, you know. And she's like, okay, okay, send me more pictures. So I sent her more professional pictures that I had at the time. And then there was no more response. And the next day, the next morning, that was on the 28th or 27th of April, she sent me, the person, not she, the person sent me a message saying, there's something else that is involved with this job. Am I ready to do it? Pardon me, this air condition is a lot for my skin. And then she goes, there's something else. This person goes, there's something else that I would want you to do if you're willing to do it. You have to pay 100,000 naira for this role, and you also have to see the manager. So I'm like, me that don't have money, me that I'm very broke, there's nothing in my account. My account is literally empty. Where would I find 100K to send to this person? You know, and you know, why is the manager wanting to see me? Like, what's the point? The manager of the brand that we're going to work with, supposedly Samsung. Please, remember, this is a fraud, right? Is a scam by people who claim to be this brand and this personality. Please remember that. So I said to the person that I don't have 100,000 naira. That right now I'm super broke. You know, I can't afford that. And what can I do? And then the person goes, okay, if you can't afford that, then you're not willing to do this job. You're not serious. I'm like, no. I'm actually very, very serious. I want to do this job. You know, mind you, I was desperate. I had lost all my money. I was in a bad place mentally, emotionally. I had just left my relationship. I was in a relationship the previous year. Yeah, so I'm like, I was emotionally broken, mentally broken, everything broken. I'm like, where would I get 100K from? So, and then she's like, you know, I was like, you know what? I would look for the money. I'll look for the money. Like, okay, give me some time. So I reached out to a friend of mine, Emmanuel, working keke. But I didn't tell him why I was reaching out to him. You know, so I called him like, Ima, please, I need 100K from you. Borrow me, I'll give it back. I'm like, I don't get the way I want to see I'm from. I don't know if you help people. Let me see what I can do, Sha, if I feel use something. So I went back to this person. I said, okay, give me some time. I'll be able to raise at least 50K. Can I pay that at least? She's like, okay. You can pay that. But the next thing is that you have to see the manager. Can you sleep with the manager? Can you sleep with the manager? And I said, I looked at the chat, looked at myself, looked at the chat, and I said to myself, the person I was dating that I thought I was going to marry, you know, he said he was going to marry me. Everything was like, you know, so, and of course we having sex and all that. So I'm like, what did it bring into my life? What gain did I get from that? Nothing. So why can't I, you know, go have sex with this manager if that would secure this role and this gig for me? And I said to the person, I said, anyway, I've been having sex and it hasn't brought anything in my life. If this is gonna, you know, do me good, why not? I would sleep with the manager. And then the person said yes. And meanwhile, I remember that in my mind, I thought I was chatting with my senior colleague, right? And then she said, okay, send me more pictures. I'm like, I've exhausted all the pictures that I have. I don't have any more. And then she's like, no, send me your pictures the way you are, natural. I'm like, okay, can I get some time to do that? I need to shower, make up, and get ready. She's like, no, just the way you are, send it to me. I'm like, what do you mean? Do you mean I should send my nudes? And she was like, yes. I'm like, God, in my entire life at that time, I hadn't sent any man or any woman my nudes. I have not done that ever. I don't know, because I'm always very like, why would I do that? Like, why would I send you my nudes? So that came like a shock. I'm like, Ma, I have never slept with anybody in the industry. One, for any role, for anything. Secondly, I have never sent my nudes to anybody. Ma, please, is there another way we can go about this? And she said, nope. I thought to myself, what would I do? What am I going to do right now? I sat on my bed in my room. My sister, was she around? I think she was around. My cousin was around. But I was having this conversation. I already told them the previous night that, oh, something big will come into my life very soon. I already gave them a hint about the audition and the gig. But the next day, I didn't tell them what was going on because I was like, this is so messed up. Again, that is the problem with hiding things from your people, from your friends, from your loved ones. It will always put you in trouble. Anyway, so I sat down there. I'm like, God, sex and then nudes. So I went into the bathroom. I cried first. I'm like, God, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. Please forgive me. This is hard, but I just need to do this. Maybe this is the way I'll make my money back, because the offer was juicy. I was going to get a car. I was going to be the face of Samsung at the time. That's model for the brand. I was going to get paid, I think it was up to 10 million naira for a year. You know, they pay models like a year and all that. You know, I'm going to be on billboards. I was going to be on a TV. You know, it was just like a very huge, big deal. I'm like, I really need this. I really need this. I really need this money. So I went into the bathroom and I placed my phone. And at the time I was using a Samsung. So I placed my phone on the WC. And because I told you, remember, that I haven't done this before, I placed my phone there and took a picture of myself with my face showing, my full face showing. And how old was I then? I was in my 20s. And I put the phone and, you know, posed and sent the picture. My boobs, I have such an amazing boobs. My boobs are like the most beautiful boobs ever. They are so gorgeous. And you can imagine at the time when I was in my 20s what it would look like. So I sent those pictures and the response was like, oh my God, you've gotten this job. It's your role. It's your everything. You know, this is yours. You know what? Send me more pictures, but this time, oil your skin. Apply oil, you know, on your thighs. And then this time, open your thighs, open your legs. Let's see the details. Open, you know, pose and do that. Raise your leg on the toilet. Raise your legs and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Ma, I already sent you like 5. Like, send more. The manager is so happy. This is your job. You've gotten it. It's yours. Oh my God. So I applied oil on my skin. I opened my legs. I posed the way they wanted. And I sent extra pictures. I sent a total of 15 or 16 pictures with my face showing, my entire curves, my boobs, everything. And then he or she, the scammer, the fraudster, sent me the address where I would go meet the manager and gave me a time to go meet the manager. Somewhere in Ogun State, Songota. And I was like, wait a minute. Why am I going to Ogun State? Why is the manager not in Ikoyi or Victoria Island or Banana Island or, you know, somewhere, or Ikeja, like, you know? Why am I going to Songo in Ogun State? I said, this is not looking good at all. I'm like, I'm not going to do this. And immediately I sent those pictures. Guess what happened, guys? My eyes cleared. It felt like a veil got lifted off my face. And I said to myself, what did I just do? Did I just send my nudes with my face? And I froze. The very minute I sent the last picture, my friend Joseph went back to the group and said, please guys, do not chat this number anymore. They are not who they claim to be. This is not our senior colleague, Minister Chinda. Don't stop chatting with them. Desist, delete, blah, 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 blah. Hey! I said, what? Just the moment I sent the last picture, that message came into my phone. I broke down. I cried. I wailed. You know that silent wailing, because you don't want your sisters to hear you. You don't want your mom to hear you. My dad was away working. You don't want your mom to hear you. So I was crying. I was crying and wailing silently in the bathroom. I said, God, what did I just do? And immediately I started to chat the number. I said, please, I beg you, in the name of God, in the name of everything you hold there, please don't destroy me. Don't destroy my family name. Don't destroy me. Don't ruin my reputation. I was begging. I was calling. This person did not pick the call. I was chatting, no more response. After a while, he or she will respond and say, oh, I was with Sonny Irabo. He was just mentioning all kinds of names that would just bamboozle me or bamboozle the girls, right? And then he or she said, I'm in a meeting with Sonny Irabo. I can't talk right now. What is the problem? And I'm like, Ma. I was still calling her Ma. I'm like, Ma, please. I'm just a young actor who's just looking for a way to make it, blah, 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 blah. Please, Ma, don't use my pictures for anything. I'm begging you. And I'm sure you have children. Please, Ma, Mona Lisa Chinda, I'm begging you. I was calling her the name of the supposed actor. Meanwhile, these people are fraudsters. And I was begging, I was crying, I sent a voice note, crying, begging. And then he or she goes, you're very childish, you're immature. Do you know what? Joseph is just a liar. Listen, that guy is actually begging me to use his cousin for this role. You're being stupid. Listen, he wants the cousin to be the one to back this brand. And you're here crying for nothing. Listen, you're not being smart. If you don't want this job, then forget about it. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, I don't want the job anymore. I don't want it. Please, I'm sorry. Just delete my pictures. Please, just let my pictures go. Just, I don't know. Help me, Ma. I was just begging. Then guess what happened? They were now calling me. No, not calling, because they don't call. They were not chatting me. Where are you? Where are you now? Are you at Songo? Are you on your way to Songo? I was like, what? So amongst the girls that were picked for this job, I had to send a chat to one of them. I'm like, please, did you pay these people? Did you go to Songo? Did you do this? Did you do that? This person, God, I will forever thank her. I would forever thank her. And she asked me to come meet her somewhere in Ogba. So before I left to Ogba to meet this person, I had to go to my friend, Larry. Oh, Larry, I love you so much, Larry. I love you so much, so much. So I went to Larry's and I told Larry everything that happened. And not a word came from judgment. Larry didn't judge me. Larry did not condemn me. Larry did not make me feel worse than I already felt. Larry said, we would deal with this together. I would be with you throughout this process. Whatever you want to do, take me along, carry me along. So they were buzzing my phone with chats. Where are you? Are you on your way? Send us a picture of you on your way. I said, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. They want to see me on the road. I said, I don't take pictures in a bus. I'm on my way. When I get to Songo, I will let you know. They insisted I must send them a picture. So I said, when I get to Songo, I would let you guys know. So that my friend was waiting for me at Ogba. So another thing that happened was they wanted me to send another picture of me. I'm like, I have sent you over 15. I'm not going to send you anymore. So Larry said, you know what, send them another picture, but don't send them with your face. This time you're going to wear your underbra, your underwear, your bra and your pants. So I wore my bra and my pants this time, but my face was cut off. And guess what? They went mad. What is this? What is this rubbish? They were typing up. I didn't say anything. So I got to Ogba and I met my friend, who was also my colleague, and I cried in her car. She was like, why would you send your nudes with your face? Who does that? I'm like, I've never done it before. It's my first time. And I was just crying. I'm like, please help me. I don't know what to do, And as I was crying and wailing, and then this time I was now shouting, I was crying really, really loud. In this life, whatever you do, whatever you do, again, whatever you do in this life, don't oblige a blackmailer. Whatever you do, don't pay a blackmailer. Because the moment you pay a blackmailer, you will continue to pay for the rest of your life. The moment you succumb to the desires and the whims and the plot of a blackmailer, it will never stop. Take accountability for your wrongs. Be ready to face the consequences. But what you should never do is pay a blackmailer. While I was in my friend's car, the message dropped on my phone. A full caption of what they're going to write on blogs, on magazines, and all. The caption stated, this is what, if I can remember correctly, this was the caption. Nollywood actress Amanda Oruh, a former banker, agreed to sleep with a manager for work and sent 15 of her nudes. These are the pictures. They forwarded all the pictures back to me. And that was where I felt like dying. I was crying. I cried so much I lost my voice. I just started to picture my dad's face. I started to picture my mom's face, my sisters, my brothers. I was like, what have I done? Why? Why was I desperate this much? Yes, I lost all my money. Yes, I lost all my savings. Yes, the film didn't get sold. But was that the end of the world? Did I have to do what I did? And I started to hate myself so much. And my friend took me to the police station in Aja, where we met with a friend of hers who had some connection with, one of the stations. And the officer came to his office. I shared the story. And each time I shared that story, something just leaves me, And I shared the story again to the policeman. And he said he wanted to see the pictures. Oh my God. Like, can there be any more humiliation already? So I showed the policeman my phone. He looked at all the pictures, all the messages, and said, you know what, come to the station tomorrow and write a statement and let's take it up from there. So I went to the station. Bear in mind, all this was happening when I didn't have a dime to my name. I was borrowing money to go to the police station to transport myself. I paid the police some money for mobilization and all that, the usual police nonsense that they do. All the phone calls, everything. I was sleeping at my friend's place. I was lying to my dad and my mom that I was somewhere. Meanwhile, I was pursuing this case head on with my friends, with the help of my friend's friend, right? And I had to even involve another friend of mine, which I told him everything. His name is Steve. I told him everything, and like, oh, I got the same message from these people saying they're from Samsung, blah blah blah. That because Steve is also very tall. He's a model. He's fine. Just like Joseph, fine, handsome boys. So Steve was like, I got the same, chat from these people on Facebook, and they said they wanted me to help them with girls, but I didn't know where to start looking for girls for them. So I did not continue the whatever. So I'm like, Steve, these are the people. They are the ones. I blamed Joseph, my friend. I blamed him for what happened to me. I felt like he betrayed me. He hurt me. Meanwhile, Joseph was also a victim. He was lied to. He was manipulated. And that was why when he realized it was like, don't chat them anymore. Stop. So the police did not actually help me because at the end of the day, you couldn't find those people. I went to SARS at the time, SARS somewhere in Egbeda or so, and this stupid SARS guys wanted to sleep with me at the same time, before they could help. I'm like, you know what, you all should go to hell. So I came back. There was no help from SARS. I was spending money trying to get these guys, trying to get their laptop, their whatever, to delete those pictures and whatever they had, of me. So the blackmail continued. They kept sending me WhatsApp chat saying they're going to publish this the next day, blah blah blah. I should send them money or blah 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 blah. And I said, you know what, at this point I don't care. You can publish my pictures anywhere in the world. You can send it to any magazine or any blog. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done giving you power over me. So I didn't pay them. So bear in mind that I did not pay that 100K. I did not sleep with the manager. And the only thing I did was to send my news with my face showing. So after all the police, investigation and nothing came out of it, we had to even send them, we had to use another person. There was someone else they were trying to get. So we told her. So she had to send them a fake nude picture, and they figured that it was fake, and they were so mad. They blocked that girl. We're so close to getting who they are if they had believed that that girl's nude was her nude, but that failed, and that was how they blocked this girl, blocked my friend Steve, and we couldn't get these people. So yeah, that was what happened. And I think in 2020 or before 2020, I saw a post on Instagram asking people who would like to be a part of Road to Blow. It's a documentary produced by Taiwo Adeyemi Ogabox, and directed by Ayodeji, I think. And Timishe was the production manager and the producer as well. And I told them I would like to be a part of it, and I would like to share the story. They were surprised, they were amazed, they were like, do you really want to share it? I'm like, yeah, I really want to share it. And I told my mentor, Nse, and she's like, share it. Take the power away from them. Do not give them any more power over you. Share your story. Own what you've done and let it go. That was enough. That was enough. This thing happened some days before my birthday in April of that year. You can imagine that I had the worst birthday. That's the worst birthday of my entire life. So I had to jump on the documentary Road to Blow, and I shared everything. Oh, I cried my eyes out. I can't even cry anymore because I've healed from that experience. So I shared my story on the documentary, and it broke everybody's heart, and they felt so much empathy for me. Nobody judged me. Taiwo Adeyemi didn't judge me. Timishe did not judge me. My mentor Nse did not judge me. Nobody judged me. I felt so supported when I was doing that documentary. And when the documentary was ready, it got screened at AFRIF, it got screened at so many festivals, and I would get calls from my colleagues in the industry saying how proud they were of me, how brave I am, how courageous I am to have done what I've done, to have shared my story so boldly and openly. It was really crazy. It was really crazy. But what I just want to share with you is that no matter what happens, never ever give in to a blackmailer. Never. I don't care how damaging what you've done is. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care what you think you might lose from it. Let the blackmailers use it. Because the moment you start paying these people, they would never stop. I forgot to mention that I had to send a DM to the actress, my senior colleague, Chinda. I had to send her a DM, but I know because celebrities, their DMs are always so full. They don't see these things on time. She didn't see my DM, but I think at some point she put up a post saying that please, she's not involved in any brand deal or any Samsung deal or anything, that people should stop calling her, that she's not a part of it. So I think I saw that, but that was when I was now pursuing the police case and all the investigations that led to nowhere. I decided not to pay them, because I'm like, one, I don't even have the money. Two, where would I get the money from? Like all that. So yeah, that was one of the most devastating, challenging time for me in this career. And I am so proud to say that, yes, I sent my nudes, but I can beat my chest to say I haven't slept with any producer or anybody for a role or for a job or anything, because I never did it before that time. I didn't do it that time, and I've not done it after that time, and I'm not going to do it. Like, I would get a job, or I've been working because I am deserving of that role. I auditioned for these roles and I suit the character. I look like the character. I sound like the character, and I get these jobs because it was solely on merit. I haven't gotten anything from anybody because I slept with anybody. Every role that I have gotten from my very first job till the last was based on merit, not for anything else. Merit, my talent, and because I suit the role. And I really must say that I am grateful that I got the chance to share my story on Road to Blow documentary by Taiwo Adeyemi and his team. I also want to thank my mentor and Sir Ekpe Etim for encouraging me and just saying, do this, take the power away from these people. And of course, I can't even end this video without saying thank you to my parents. I eventually told them years after, and I was so scared. I'm like, I do not want them to see this on the internet or, bump into this anywhere. I am the one who by myself posted my nudes, than for someone else somewhere, to post it and try to blackmail me or whatever. So I had to tell my parents, and to my greatest surprise, my dad was like, there's nothing to forgive. My mom said there's nothing that would make her love me any less. They surprised me because I was expecting backlash, condemnation, all kinds of, negative words or something. But they were so kind. My dad and my mom were so kind. They said they know their daughter. I'm Moro. They know who they have given birth to. They know what I am capable of. And for me to have made that decision was not because I just wanted to make it. My parents understood. They said to me, nothing can make us love you any less, Wamaka. We love you. We know you. We know what you're capable of. We know how talented you are. And when I told my sisters, those girls, I would do anything for those people in my life, my dad and my mom, my siblings, I would do anything for them. When I told my sisters, my sister just hugged me and she said, why didn't you tell me? Why were you carrying all of this burden alone? My mom said the same thing. My dad was like, why didn't you tell us? Why did you have to suffer alone? Why are we here if we can't help you, if we can't support you in your dark times or your darkest times, My sisters were just so kind. I love them so much. So I just feel really grateful for the kind of family that I came out from. I'm sure even when Oga Box and his crew came to my house to get some B-rolls and other videos for the documentary, they could tell how loving and peaceful and sweet my household is, from how we love each other. So I'm so grateful for a wonderful support system in the industry, in my family, amongst my friends. I'm so blessed. So I just want to say that no matter what you've done, take accountability, own your mess ups, own your fuck ups, own your wrongs, own the shit you have done. But never you pay a blackmailer, never you succumb to a blackmailer, never ever ever in this life given to them. The truth is that who hasn't sinned? We've all sinned and come short of the glory of God. Who hasn't sinned? Everybody has one mess up or the other. But when you have people who love you genuinely, who knows you, who sees your heart, who understand your personality, who knows you through and true, they would be able to say, you know what, I don't care what you've done. it's not going to change my love for you. And that is what I was blessed with, with my friends and my family. And Joseph is just an amazing person. Joseph stood by me. His family stood by me. It was just a rough time for all of us, but he was there through and through. My friends were there through and through. God, I'm so blessed. I don't like, if I start to mention the names, I would not end, like I wouldn't finish, but yeah, I'm so grateful for the kind of support system that I have. Yeah, what else do I want to say? That's about it. Yeah, please, I know it can be hard as a human being, even living this life, like the hustle, the struggle is intense. It's even tougher now with all the inflation, bad governance in Nigeria especially, and all the horrible things that is happening in our country. But I just want to say that no matter what you're going through, please think through before you make any decision. Like, think through and through before you make any decision. Don't make any decision out of desperation or emotions or pain or anger or whatever emotions that you're feeling. You would end up regretting it. Who says these guys cannot release my picture tomorrow? If they do, oh well and good. Right? So but they don't have power over me for anything. I did not pay them a dime. I did not go to Songo. I did not sleep with anybody. The only thing that I did was to send my nudes with my face showing. That was the only error and horrible mistake that I made. Yeah, so again, now who never fuck hands in the air? My queen said it, Tiwa Savage. Like, if you haven't messed up, if you haven't done shit, raise your hands. But I don't think anybody can raise their hands. So before you condemn and kill yourself or judge yourself so harshly, remember that we are flawed, we are humans, and we make mistakes. But when we make those mistakes, be willing to be accountable, be willing to make amends, be willing to apologize, be willing to, take remorse, be willing to just do better and be better. That's the end. That's the goal of this video. Yeah. Okay. That is my story 9 years ago. And yeah, I thought to share it with you today, because I don't know who is out there going through blackmailing shit. Please don't fall for it. Don't give into it. No matter what they say, no matter their whims, their wants, their call, their text, whatever, let them draft the caption, let them send the video or the pictures to you. Don't budge. Own up to what you've done and take power away from them. All right, thank you so much for watching. I've come to the end of today's podcast. Love me, hate me, whatever you do, just make sure you subscribe to this channel. All right, I'll be seeing you in my next video. Until then, be good, be loving, love yourself, be kind to yourself. Don't do bad things. Don't make rough decisions or bad decisions that you will regret later. And know that God loves you.